Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here as the recording of this Sunday, August 21st, 2022. And with every Sunday between the hours of 10 and 2, the roads are closed here on Market Street because they do a farmer and art market right here in downtown Celebration. It's 1 p.m. now, but it is so toasty and warm out here that some of the vendors have already closed up for the day. So I am going to wander past the road closed stanchion down Market Street and I'm gonna spend the day in Celebration. I'm gonna spend the day. That's what this episode's gonna be. Spending the day in Celebration, Florida. Earlier, I went to the gym. This is my 6th day in a row that I have been hitting the treadmill between a half hour and an hour at a decent incline. If you would like to follow along on my workouts, I've also been hitting light weights. My Instagram, I'm not gonna bog down these videos, with workout stuff, but my Instagram is TheDailyWoo, ATW, all one chunk, TheDailyWoo, and then followed by ATW, TheDailyWoo, ATW on Instagram. And I've been posting, and I'm gonna keep this going, constantly keep this going. I'm losing some weight, I'm feeling good. That's why I'm starting the video a little bit later in the day. But anyway, join me, shall you? The precise time is 1:10. Looking at the Market Street clock right there. Now in the past, when I have shown when they're having the little farmer's market, well, it's not really a farmer's market, it's just called the Sunday market. They do this every single Sunday. I've always gone up to the top of this, or at least 3/4 of the way up. But since the last time I was up there a few months ago, they have made it where no one can climb up there anymore. So up there is completely, it's off limits. You can't go up there and even get a bird's eye perspective down into downtown. But yeah, you can see it is hot out here. It is scorchingly hot in Central Florida. I know I've stated that a lot, but yeah, you can already see they're already closing the market up an hour before it's supposed to end. Let me get down there, see if I can see what I can see before they close up an hour early. What's the terminology? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. No, I think it's both here. Honestly, I think it's both. Yeah, it looks like everyone is just kind of, they're just saying, okay, enough of this. It's time to pack it up and head out. Now, sometimes right over here, they will have a huge fruit and vegetable stand. Hence the farmer's market aspect of the combination of the Sunday market. And sometimes they'll have so many vendors that they stretch all the way down this way. Now today, it seems to be a little less than what there usually is, but there's still quite a few booths, or maybe they were, maybe they all packed up early. Also, I'm going off at 2 o'clock what I just saw on the internet, but maybe it does close at 1. Maybe that's why everyone's packing up at 1, or in my opinion, like I said, it might be the heat. There's my shadow right there. What I was trying to focus on here is the town was established back in 1994. It's kind of a new community, but I have perused around all the options that I guess they've opened the streets up. I guess the streets are now opened again. But I have perused through a lot of these, purchased a lot of items in my tenure of living here. I just love it down here. I love Celebration. I love living here. I love they do this every single Sunday, like clockwork. One of my favorite stands is that pickle stand right there. I always get some pickles. Pickles probably are not good for trying to lose weight, simply because you got a lot of sodium. Or maybe they are good, I don't know. I was kind of misinformed on the popcorn I had at the baseball game the other night. I guess because you add salt and butter in it, popcorn's not good. I was always told it was good though. And the baking Nana, I have purchased a few items from the baking Nana before as well. But right now, something with my sweet tooth, probably not the best. I'm sticking to my, my formula of trying to drop some pounds. So, they also have free samples, or they did, but they're packing up. This gentleman here, he does some really cool artwork. In fact, one of them I bought and I have it in my living room. He does a lot of Celebration stuff, which is really awesome. Okay, roads are not closed. This is just all the vendors pulling their vehicles in to pack up. That's why they all have their flashers on. A lot of flashing going on down here. Gonna get the spires of the Celebration Theater there. Still not open after over a decade. Maybe one day. Yeah, just kind of poke my head in the window. Well, I can't poke my head in the window, but I can look through the window. It looks like it's almost kind of ready to roll if someone just took it over. I mean, it looks like it's pretty usable inside there. At least the snack bar area does. I don't really know what the seats look like inside the theater, and if the the screens and the projectors are all still in there, but there's two theaters. There's one on this side and one on the other side. And right there on the side of the window, it's designated as a cinema status panel. I'm not sure what a cinema status panel is, but as I pull back out of the zoom, be able to not only see myself, my reflection here, but also the marquee up there, which is right here. The marquees are still here. You probably still got the lettering in there that you could put, you know, coming attractions and whatnot. There's a camera up here too. I wonder if that camera works. Maybe. And then Kilwin's ice cream place over there. Gotta stay away from there though, because right now, with my current, you know, weight loss plan, I'm not trying to, no ice cream for me. Isn't the architecture so awesome through here though? Like the architecture of the buildings, and not only the spires, which is obscured completely by this light pole, but on the other side of this van, I mean, just like the, you know, this architecture here looks so awesome. I just love it down here. And yes, even in this heat, I'm gonna go over, get myself a piping hot caffeinated beverage from Starbucks. And you'll notice the washboard there says that the streets close Saturday at 10 p.m. That was last night, because I was recording of this. It's a Sunday, so you cannot drive around here, you know, after 10 p.m. I mean, you can drive over here, but you cannot drive over there because the streets are closed from Saturday night into Sunday. It's like Starbucks is kind of kicking over here. All right, Starbucks was really, really, really busy. Also, a big puddle right down here. So I opted out not waiting in the line because there was a lot of people in there. Probably because the market just kind of ended and a lot of people are going in there. Also, there's a restroom in Starbucks. Quite a line for that. There's also another restroom over at the ice cream stand over there, but there's not a lot of restrooms down here. So a lot of times when you go in Kilwin's, there's a lot of people in line for that. And then also at Starbucks. So those are the two bathrooms down here. Obviously you can go in, you know, any of the restaurants, like the pub over there, the deli and all that. But as far as like, you know, quick places to go in, those are the places a lot of people go to try to use the facilities. Now this dock was recently rebuilt, you know, maybe 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago. But I always wonder, why is the dock here? Because when Celebration first opened, in fact, there is some concept art, which I'll go over and show. They used to have boats out here. I don't know if they ever had paddle boats, you know, like swans or anything like that, like the, you know, the paddle boat swan type thing. But on the artistic representation, there used to be boats here, which makes me think that they used to have boats parked here. Sometimes you have people fishing out here. There's a gentleman that comes out sometimes in the mornings and he'll fish out here, but I haven't seen any boats on this. I wonder if it's allowed. I wonder if boats are allowed to be taken out here. Like, can I just take a canoe and go out here? Probably draw a lot of attention, but would that be frowned upon or allowed? I don't know. Maybe I should inquire. I think it'd be pretty dang awesome to have a little boat. Has to be a paddle boat, probably not with an engine or a motor or anything, but some sort of pedal-powered boat, or with an, you know, an oar or something like that, to go out onto Lake Reinhardt. I think that'd be so dang cool. I think it would add to the ambiance dramatically of the town itself, of Celebration. Now, for a long time, this Italian restaurant was not open, but I believe it has reopened. Granted, up here, a little kind of old-timey looking signage, they have removed the former name, but there are people walking in and out of there. Reggianos. And I have not tried Reggianos, so one of these days, yeah, one of these days I'm gonna go in there. I think it's an Italian place. Changed it up. Did not get coffee. I went with a Smart Water. Got it over here at the Cornerstone Market Cafe. I just decided, you know what? I did get one over at Starbucks, and I was gonna get one in there, and I thought, I should probably hydrate myself a little better with a little H2O, a little high quality H2O. Now this is very interesting. All the time I have lived in this area, I have never noticed this big hidden topiary Mickey. This looks like an onion ring made of foliage, but there's another onion ring made of foliage, and then there's the other Mickey ear. So Mickey face, ear here, and ear there. Obviously, if I was a little higher up, you could see it, but yeah, take a look. That's the hidden Mickey. So right here, hidden Mickey's face. Well, not so hidden now that I know about it. You got the ear over there, and you got the ear over there. Let me just back up just a little bit. Take a look at that. Hidden Mickey. I don't know how that eluded me all this time. In fact, I've never heard anyone in this area even mention it. Possibly, it looks, you know, it's definitely a little more secretive because it has the trees growing through it. But that's definitely a Mickey, or foliage onion rings. Tripled. Love this little squirrel, and I love this little square. Savannah Square, just so dang beautiful. I just love this little community so much. I do not like the heat though, and the sun. In fact, I despise it with every fiber of my being. But one thing I do not despise is the fact that they have inscribed the name of the community right there. Yes, I do miss Southern California quite a bit, especially the weather. A lot. Perfect weather. I love not having to worry about the rain each day, it being so overly hot that you have to go back inside and almost hide yourself away from the elements until 5 or 6 p.m. But I'm getting acclimated to this area. Not just the weather itself, my body, even though I'm sweating profusely now and all the time during summer, I am kind of getting acclimated and it's starting to kind of grow on me, this area. And I never thought I'd say that. I never thought I would say that I enjoy being back in Florida, because for a long time I swore I would never move back to Florida. And here I am, and I don't hate it. Yeah, but to say I do not miss SoCal would be a lie, because I love Southern California. And who knows what the future holds? Who honestly knows what the future holds years from now, if I'll go back out there or not. I mean, I'm always going to travel out there. In fact, I'm going out there for D23. Spoiler alert, I will be at D23 soon. My Disneyland annual pass expires early into September. I'm still on the fence whether I'm going to renew it or not. Kind of leaning towards no, but you know, with me, you never know. 2 different spellings, N-O and K-N-O-W. All right, it is now 7 p.m. Stayed inside and did inside stuff a good portion of afternoon. And now walking back downtown. Take a look at this. This would be pretty neat to have cruising around town. I have a bike and I have a scooter. I'm just kind of walking around, but yeah, this would be pretty neat. Look at a little Mickey on the front of this little Vespa right here. It's pretty neat. Oh, there's another one over here. Look at this, there's a purple one down here as well. This one's got a little, I can't remember the name of the type of those little figurines, but there is a daisy on there. You can see the purple daisy's wearing the purple. This is called a buddy. This is definitely the perfect area to have one of those too. Whoa! There is a full-on mariachi band over there at the Mexican. How awesome is that? Like I said, I love this town. And you can tell when one of the 2 alligators are out, because there's always usually a congregation of people standing along the railing. And I think I see the gator over there. All right, now here's one of the 2. So there's one right down there, and then there's another one over here. But you know what? I remember there was a bigger one, so maybe there's more than 2 gators in here now. So you got one right down here. Usually you only see, where'd the gator go? There you are. There you are, gator. Usually you only see one at a time, but there's 2 out. I didn't even see this one. Someone else pointed it out. Yeah. And then there's the other one kind of over there. Getting a little bit better view of the length of it. That'd be maybe a 5-footer? 4.5, 5-footer? I don't know. I don't have a measuring tape, and I'm not going to go down there. But yeah, you kind of see the length of that gator there. Designated backyard birds, and some of the ones that can be seen in the little foliage over here off in the woods. You got the cardinal, the blue jay, the mourning dove, the tuffle titmouse, the barred owl, and the northern amaki. I'd really like to see a barred owl. More aggressive barred owl may displace the endangered spotted owl. I have been doing something with, the weight loss over the last week. Tomorrow will make it day 7, so today's day 6. But not only going to the gym, doing a little bit of light weights and also hitting a lot of cardio, but I've also been intermittently fasting, where I really only eat once a day, sometimes twice a day, but usually once a day. I try to stick between 1,500 and 1,600 calories, so I'm definitely going to be losing some weight, especially if I'm knocking out, 300 to 400 calories, burning those on the treadmill. I figure if I can, eat less than 2,000 calories a day and then burn off 400 or 500 calories a day, and, haven't been drinking soda or anything like that, I should drop some pounds. I know intermittent fasting is like a big, kind of popular thing now, and I've done it over the course of my life, and it always seems to work. I think mostly when you just don't eat as much as you used to eat, you'll lose weight. But yeah, I guess you could call it intermittent fasting. I just usually eat around this time every night. I don't eat breakfast. I've never really been a breakfast guy, but now I've been skipping lunch, and then I just eat kind of a decent meal. I try to just, eat a decent meal. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and we'll see how it goes. Should be able to lose at least a half a pound a day continuously until I get down to what I need to get down to. Hopefully. There's another sign here for water birds. Up at the top there is a wood duck, a snowy egret, Third one down is a great blue heron, double-crested cormorant, sandhill crane, which is kind of the unofficial state bird of Florida. In fact, they have the right of way. If you're driving and they cross the road, you have to wait till the sandhill crane and all their friends cross over, and then the anhinga and the blue heron. Yeah, the sandhill crane. I know them very well. Listen. Okay, not necessarily the insects, but grunting. That's not grunting. There's a gator over there. Another gator in there. I think that's what that grunting sound is. Wow, all kind of noises. I'm just not going to talk for the next 30 seconds. Organic sounds of the swamp. Pretty dang cool vibe. No way. About a month ago, give or take, I saw a squirrel eating Uncrustables on Big Thunder Mountain. This squirrel's gnawing down on a piece of bread here. Now, I've been trying to cut a lot of bread out of what I'm consuming, but I'm going to let this squirrel just go for it. Okay, now that I say that, there's something on that. Maybe that's a dessert. Is there some kind of cream filling on that? What do you got there, squirrel? I thought it was a piece of bread, but it might be a dessert cakey type option. Looks like they've replaced the sign. It's like a different kind of logo. Look at that steaming, piping hot caffeinated beverage up there, or maybe that's like a hot tea. But this is what I was alluding to a little earlier this morning about how the artistic rendering, there were boats out there. So there's the boat dock over there. They also used to have tables with umbrellas over there near where the boat dock is. There's the theater, and there is the fountain, kind of a splash pad now. Splash pad / fountain. Yeah, there's boats out there. This is a motorized boat, and these are sailboats. Now I know anytime you talk about dieting, it's almost kind of like the third thing you should not talk about. Politics, religion, and diets, because well, in this day and age, anyone has their opinion on anything, but I always found with diets, everyone has their opinion, and some think you're wrong, some think you're right for doing it the right way. And I'm definitely appreciative of people who will give me their little thoughts and the way they've done things. But kind of the way it works for me is I just kind of know what works for me, and I'm going on with how things have worked for me in the past, but trying to up my game just a little bit. I think adding in the gym is a huge factor that I've never really done before. Changing my eating habits I've done for a short time, but I want to make it more of a long-term thing. And I'm pretty excited about the future. Hopefully, you know, by New Year's, I will be kind of at the weight I want to be. Originally, I started at the beginning of this year. I was going to try to do it by Dragon Con, which is happening the 1st of September, and I kind of failed on that. I mentioned that a few days ago, but I'm back on track and doing really, really good. I'm really content with the progress thus far. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is... The fountain is on, by the way, too. Sometimes the fountain's not on either. But the fountain is quite operational. A little 360 pan, or oh, by that little, well, not the little, but the foliage hidden Mickey. It's right over there in the corner by that building. And then that's Water Street, which I am always up and down that a lot. And then, of course, the bank over here with this magnificent tower obscured by the tree line. I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate you watching. As this car goes by, I'll wait for the car to pass, and then I will simply say a very simple phrase, ending the video. The vlog is over. Also, the clocks are illuminated at night too. Showed this during the day, but I don't know if I've ever shown this at night. I'm gonna wait for the bicycle to move, the minute hand. I'm gonna wait for the bicycle to move. Hold on the bicycle. Let it go. Go bike, go. Go bike, go. Oh, there's a dog on the hour hand. I never noticed the dog before. Bicycle on the minute hand, dog on the hour hand. There it goes. Awesome.